Okay, and one more thing, which is the width. So we are currently control the density by density map, but it's still a bit messy. There's a lot of messy hair around, so we can utilize the width in the create map. Let's create width and brown width. So we can control by just painting area around. So it's gonna gradually get thinner to thicker. It's get super thick now because we are painting white, which means that it's become one. So go to expression and then just start at 0.005 was the value before, which is basically multiplied by 0.005, so accept, and it becomes thinner again. So anything will be multiplied by this value here. With this map will be multiplied by this map. Okay, and from here, go to tool settings and make sure mirrored. So under stroke and reflection, and make sure it's reflected to the other side, so we can store information on both sides. Okay, so base groom for the brow is done. So I can mirror it over now by clicking this button here. So click on the guide that you want to mirror and just click this button here, and it's gonna get mirrored over. Then refresh the eyeball, and we have some extra hair, so might need to paint up. Right, and it's time to adding some modifiers. So real right strengths by using XGen is from the modifier, especially the clumping. So if you're using clump, and this is what I got as just like out of the back, and I'm gonna set up maps. Its name sounds a bit weird, but this is how it is. So create clump, and then go all the way to down, and then set up map first. So you will have to create a this map, like generate clumping maps, in order to make this work. So it depends on the density. It create less or more or less of the clump, and then depends on the number of the clump density, it will create more or less of these each clumps. So like eyebrow, might be better to create a lot of density of the clump, otherwise it's going to be too little. So if it's only a few, like 13, it's kind of doesn't look right. So I'll be going like 60 something. Okay, and this is what I got. It's close, but it's not quite, like there. So what I can do here is adding a mask and expression. And click this button here, the one on the left. And there's a script, like short, it's not a script, it's more like expression here, which is introduced by this guy, G.S. Fernandez. I think it's pretty well known for the XGen, and the expression itself is actually from the Michael Todd. He's the developer for the XGen, I believe. Okay, so using this expression is allow us to like control number of the like stray hairs. That's the idea. And then increasing, decreasing, or if it's go all the way to the 100, it's gonna be basically the same as what it was before, and where 0 is none. But in between is actually creating a pretty good effect. So if we don't have any expression, then it's gonna overall like gradually, like linearly, like get less clumped or more clumped, but this will give some more like randomize across the eyebrow, so it gives much more natural like effect. Okay, so or something like this, maybe 30, I mean 60 is obviously too much, so I'll stick with it like 40, 35. Yeah, it should be fine. And other one that can come handy is a cut. So just adding cut, and it basically gives a some like trimmed overall. And you can even adding like quick expression called the land. Go into the here land and give some number between 0 to maybe between 1, 0 to 1, and then basically it's gonna give like random number from the 0 to 1. So it's gonna get like more like a randomized cut across the brow. So it's supposed to be more natural. It's a bit hard to tell, there's so many hairs, but yeah, that's the idea. Okay, and another one is a noise. So just create noise and then gives like super messy hair. So what we can do here is also same as before, adding this expression in under mask, accept, and it's gonna like mess up the selective area only, which happens by like generate by randomize the this number. So we can increase the number and it get more messed or less. So in this case, lower is better. So we will stick with the 5 actually. Okay. And yeah, well, this is my eyebrow. Maybe even less. Yeah, anyways, this is my eyebrow, and you might need to adjust, depends on how it's gonna be looks like in the actual render later, but yeah, and we'll move on to the eyelashes. Okay, so creating eyelashes, well, basically same as eyebrow. I'm gonna start with selecting the face. I'm gonna enable this topology first, and select the. Before I do, I'm gonna enable the texture again. So just hang up, and then the shader, so out color can go color. Okay. And I can select all the surface here. I'll be splitting upper and lower eyelashes separately, so there'll be two description. So one on the top and one on the bottom. Okay. Okay, and I'm gonna go here and click this button here. And then give the name eyelash upper. Change this one to the placing and shaping guides, like menu one, and then just click. So it's gonna create a new node here, eyelash upper, and then we can see that there's a new one is generated here. So go and then create a guide curve button there. So just click, start with 3, and scale them down. I mean, eyelashes are longer than the eyebrow. So I can adjust the length later again. The center one and then the outer one should be more longer, and then inner one is supposed to be a bit shorter. Okay, so start shaping out. And create in between. when they have a guide already shaped, and then if you create a in between, it automatically kind of make average shape. So that's why I was creating a first and last, and then the middle one first, rather than go left to the right. Okay, so for eyelashes, there's not much thing we can do in primitive tab, so I'll just move on to the modifier and create a clumping first. Then set up map and create a maps. So generate a lot of clumps and save. So it gives me like something like this, and then well, it doesn't look realistic at all. So we can also using a same expression here and increase quite a bit this time. Okay, and same as before, adding a cut. As well, so it's not much different. I mean, basically, we want to have like some natural, like looking, and then they all require some amount of like randomness. That's why I'm adding clump and cut and noise. So the noise, same as before, same expression, except then adjust magnitude something lower, even lower. Then thickness I think can get a bit thicker, so here we go 5. I mean, this kind of thing is a bit hard to tell until we see the actual close-up render. So okay, I guess it's okay. And I'll be mirrored over to other side. So create select all the guides and then just click this button here. And I have a eyebrow and then eyelashes. So lastly, doing same thing for the lower eyelashes.